So today I wanted to do a different kind of review. Usually I do cars and trucks. I got a lot of EV stuff. Obviously I'm starting a series on the Corvette I just bought, the C4. But this is a completely different topic that I thought maybe would help somebody. So about a little over 2 years ago, I had back surgery, and by virtue of that, my riding mower that I had just a kind of a homeowner model of a Deere 25 horse front engine tractor, actually mower, I guess, a big lawn mower. It was a 48-inch cut, and I bought it at a Deere dealer, but you could buy the same one in the big box store. So anyway, I have the back surgery. We buy a little bit larger property, and almost immediately becomes very apparent to me that I just can't ride that mower anymore. It was unsprung, super stiff, and it just absolutely was killing my back. So I got in the market for another mower, and the local John Deere dealer that I dealt with in North Haven, Connecticut is absolutely fantastic G&H equipment. And so I reached out to Gerard there and asked him about some different models, and at the time it was COVID and there was a shortage, but I told him the basic specs that I wanted, and he was kind enough to get back to me really fairly reasonably later, shortly later, and told me that he had this coming in. So this is the Z545R. You can see that down on the front there. It's a 54-inch cut, and it's a good size mower, and a selling feature for me that again might be something that you'd be looking for: the seat. So it has, I'm going to call it a trucker seat. There's probably some other better description, but a wonderful thing about this seat is it's up and down, but it also has some forward and back motion. So as you go over terrain, it is just incredibly comfortable. So we'll come back to that in a second. But anyway, it's got the big turf tires. It is also 25 horsepower. It's a Deere motor. This you see here is a roll bar, if you will, that you can put up should you choose to. I leave it down because it interferes with my tree branches. But I just wanted to give a review. I've had it 2 years plus now. I've got about 70 hours on it. It's been back for servicing once. I blow it off after every use. But I just wanted to give you the highlights reel. So this particular model, if I remember correctly, will mow at about 9 miles an hour max. I generally don't mow quite that fast. But a thing I wasn't looking for that I didn't know I wanted until this one became available was fuel injection. You'll see there under the label there, shows the FI. It is a fuel injected model, and I got to tell you, it has been an absolute pleasure. When I want to start it, I turn the key, it fires right up. I can demonstrate that here in just a second. But it just runs beautifully. Has very little in the way of needs. Again, mine's a 54-inch cut, so it cuts a pretty wide swath. But when I tell you the seat is comfortable, the controls are adjustable. You can see right here, you have the ability to move them up and down, and a little bit of in and out adjustment too, so they fit you right. It's got a seat belt, which I wear every time. A feature that I had no idea that I would want, but I'm thrilled it has. It actually has LED lights. They're here, and it's got a set down here. And one of the features of, I believe it's the R line, gives you the insulated deck where your feet sit, and they are suspended on rubber. The combination of that plus the seat, huge difference in comfort over some of the other models. Swinging over to the side here, again, you see the discharge side. I elected to do their, I think they call it the easy mulch system. This lever right here, if it's this way, then the deck is open and it can just blow outside like normal. If you do this, then it covers it and it goes into mulch mode, which is another super handy, great feature. This thing, it starts every time, has given me zero problem, and I've literally had it serviced one time, and it would be hard for me to say any more positive about it. It's fantastic. It's got storage, which is fantastic. Got a little glove box here. I keep my gloves in here. I actually have this big thick rubber band, hot tip by the way, you can attach. They showed me at the dealer actually, when the deck is up, you can put the rubber band around here, and the other end you can affix it around this if you park in a space that's kind of narrow and you want that thing to be up when it's in the garage. So in my instance, I park in the shed. I use that rubber band lift it up, and I drive through by shed doors, which are 60 inches. So it just fits in. So anyway, back to the, again, 25 horse motor, which is fantastic. We'll do startup here in a second. It comes with the tool right here that you would use to adjust your handlebars should you wish to. Another feature that I don't know why they don't do this on every mower ever is this fuel fill. Not only is it a little bit lower on the mower, which makes it easier to pour gasoline in, but look how big it is. I'd have to call that probably a 3-inch opening, and it is fantastic. And it also onboards a lot of gas. So I fill this guy just darn near to the top, and I can mow my 1 acre at least a couple of times on that. So it's handy in the way of not having to run back and forth and add fuel all the time. So jumping on, I'll just show you, some of the controls. When you sit down, the deck height adjustments are right here. As you can see, it's in 1/4 inch increments. I believe you can see that there. Very, very handy. Push this lever and you put the deck up. You see this latches up. You want to put it down, just put a little pressure on it, and then push this down, and then it'll let the deck go back down. In order to adjust it, take the pressure off, and you literally just pull this little, I'm going to call it a plunger, it's probably the wrong thing, but pull this pin out and you can move it among anywhere you want to, and that will dictate where the deck drops. I tend to mow somewhere in the 3.5 inch neighborhood. Coming on back to the controls here. Headlights, of course, here's our screen, which I'll show you in a second. Engine speeds, minimum, eco, maximum. This is how you engage the mower deck. So I wanted to show you the ease of starting. Now I've been mowing with it, to be fair, but even if I hadn't, here's the drama of starting it. And there we go, we're running. No drama. You can see here, show you fuel level, shows actually 63 hours. It'll show up the gauge if the deck is engaged or not. It shows I've got the parking brake on currently, which won't allow me to move forward. Should I want to put it in gear, I have to turn off the parking brake, which is right here, and then I just pull these guys in and I'm off. I shut it off because you won't be able to hear me, but the long story short is this thing is fantastic. I am a little north of 6 feet tall, over 200 pounds. It fits me well, it has served me well, and it was obviously a lot more money than a typical, a lot of homeowner mowers fall in that whatever $2,000 to $3,000 range. I think I want to say I was around $6,800 all in here, and they were kind enough to deliver it for free. I can't imagine needing another mower ever. If this thing remains maintained and it continues to work, I have zero desire to replace it. I can't see the need. It has just been that kind of awesome. So, I'm not a John Deere fanboy necessarily. I'm certainly not being compensated for the video, but I thought other homeowners like me might benefit to just see, and just to give you an idea. Again, I'm on 1 acre. I'll show you. Sorry for the I literally got off the mower and it occurred to me this might be a good video to do. But this gives you an idea of the property. Pretty good sized lot. It goes around behind, of course, and then we've got some of the property on the outside of the wall here too. But this mower is it's really, really good. I've been very, very pleased with it. So if you have any questions, if I can help you in any way, by all means, post a comment. Please like the video. If you want to see more, if you have specific things you need to know that I didn't cover, put a comment in. Maybe I can get that up for you, okay? But I appreciate you watching. I hope you have a great day, and stay tuned. A lot more content coming. Take care. Bye-bye.